Hello everybody, it's Dana Williams here, and I'm doing my video today on leadership level 2, which is permission, based on a book by John C. Maxwell called How Successful People Lead. So level 2 is permission. So what it basically speaks about is that you can't lead people until you like people. So you have to like to engage and interact with people in order to do well on this level. So I've got my notes here again, so bear with me. I'm going to be reading through and try to get through this as quick as possible, just because there's a lot of information. So I've really sort of condensed it and made it very simple. Okay. So in this level, you're going to see people follow you because the leader begins to influence people with relationships. So this level's a lot, or is based a lot on building relationships with individuals. So relationships are a major key to success, whether you're trying to sell, coach, teach, or lead people. Okay? So when people feel valued, they begin to work together with their leader and each other. So that's a pretty basic and common situation that I'm sure all of us have experienced. One of the things that they say is that people will go along with leaders they get along with. So it's really important to get along with your people. If you are in a position of leadership and you don't have a good rapport with people, obviously you're not going to be able to excel that particular company or organization or your team of people that you're dealing with. Okay? In level 2, people will change from being subordinates to followers for the first time. So a couple of things in regards to level 2 as far as the upside of level 2. So the first thing is leadership permission, the permission stage, makes work more enjoyable because the leaders treat their people like individuals. So that's such a very simple concept. Treat others the way you want to be treated. So they use interaction instead of the power of their position. So that's when you have individuals that will, what I call power trippers, that have a position that is higher up, and again, they treat everybody below them like they're subordinates, or just that, they make you feel like you're lower than them, okay, and that you don't matter. The team's mindset also turns to we instead of me. So it goes to your team of people wanting to do better for the greater good as opposed to wanting to excel individually and just focusing on themselves. Okay? Level 2 leaders serve others and strive to bring out the best in the people that they work with. So level 2 leaders will work with you because they see that potential in you, and it excels them by being able to empower you and help you grow and develop. So the second piece is the increase in energy level. So good relationships create good energy. When you invest the time and effort to get to know people, you'll see that change in your relationship. So one of the other things that they talk about is that it also opens up the channels of communication or good communication. So this level cultivates good communication, and side-by-side relationships. Leaders listen to their people, and their people listen to them. So it's a give and take. You have to listen more than you talk. So, we've all had people that we've dealt with where you're listening, or maybe you're talking on the phone with somebody or dealing with somebody at your workplace, and all they do is talk, and you just kind of sit there and think, holy, is this person ever going to stop, or, be quiet, and so I can work and do what I need to do, or even get a word in. We've all had people that we've dealt with that are like that. So when you listen to your people, you're going to create a spirit of community and open communication. So what are one of the things that you can do to give somebody your undivided attention? Because that's really, really important, to be there in the moment. Something very simple is eye contact. There's nothing I dislike more than speaking to somebody that does not look me in the eye. And that says a lot about that individual as well. But you as a leader need to make sure that when you're interacting with your team of people or individuals one-on-one, that you're looking them in the eye. Something as simple as that is it makes a really big difference. Not only that, but it helps you be focused on what that person is saying. And the other piece is just keep your mouth closed. Listen, 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 listen more than you talk, okay? Focus on the value of each person. So very simple again, respect, caring for people, celebrating the uniqueness of each individual. Everybody's different. Be able to see the good traits in every single person that you deal with. Pick something that they do well and start your conversation, especially when you have to give somebody some constructive criticism. You need to start off by telling them something that they're doing good, okay? In order for them to be open to your feedback and your coaching. Nurturing trust. So trust is the foundation of permission. The more trust you develop, the stronger the relationship becomes. The better the relationship, the greater the potential for the leader to gain permission to lead the team or the individual. So some of the best behaviors that you need to have while you're on level 2 of leadership, which is permission, is connecting with yourself before trying to connect with others. So very true. How do you connect with yourself? Well, you need to have self-awareness. Self-awareness, you want to think about your personality, the type of talents that you have, your strengths and weaknesses. Self-image, dealing with personal issues and thinking of yourself in a positive way is very, very important. Self-honesty, being realistic, facing reality no matter how hard it might be to face certain things. Self-improvement, making a commitment to grow and develop yourself. Pretty simple. And self-responsibility, being responsible for your actions and your attitude on a daily basis. Also developing a people-oriented leadership style. So to be successful on level 2 of leadership, you must think more in terms of people's emotions and human capacity and less in terms of systems and regulations. So I know I have dealt with people who are just strictly by the book and they don't deviate and they're not thinking about the person that's in front of them and thinking about them as a human being and thinking of them, this person having emotions. And you want to be able to exhibit a consistent mood. So maintaining an optimistic attitude, possessing a listening ear for whoever it is that you're conversing with, and being present and authentic is very, very important as well. Okay. Practicing the golden rule. I love this rule because for me, it's such a simple and easy thing. It's treat others the way you want to be treated. You know, I get told at work I'm too nice all the time. Well, I'm nice to people because I expect people to treat me the same way. And that's just the way I am. It's not something that I'm going to change. It's just the way I was brought up. It's the way I've developed through my stages of leadership. And it makes me feel good as a person to be able to communicate and be pleasant with people. I just can't be any other way. And I wouldn't want to. Becoming the chief encourager of your team. So lifting people up, encouraging people, especially when they're down. Again, pinpointing things that they're doing well. Striking a balance between care and candor. So just because you care about your people doesn't mean that you're going to let them work without responsibility or accountability. So there's a good balance there. You have to be very careful. So some of the things that you want to think about to get you to the next level, which I'll be doing in my video number 3, is production. Building relationships. So this is going to gain you the permission to lead your people. Gaining confidence of those that you lead. Really, really important. Being recognized as a person that cares. Huge. Relationships alone are not enough. Okay, so you have to be able to build relationships. In order to do that, it's going to require growth on both parties. And compatibility. You have to get along with one another. Achieving a vision as a team and be willing to sacrifice that for the sake of your vision. Okay, being willing to take risks. Huge. In order to be successful, I think in life you always have to take risks and not just sit on the fence with things. Otherwise, you don't grow. You don't move up. And then connecting and caring on a day-to-day basis, again, just being consistent. Okay, so again, building those relationships, that's one of the main things of level 2 that If you can perfect that, you're ready to go to the next level, which is level 3, which is then we talk about production, and I will speak about that in tomorrow's video. Anyways, thank you so much to you guys for watching. Tomorrow's video, I will try to slim it down if I can, but there's just a lot of information that needs to get out for each of these chapters, so I'm trying to simplify it as much as possible. I appreciate you guys. We will see you in the next video. I hope everybody had an awesome day today. If you'd like to connect, click my link down below. Facebook is there, Pinterest. By all means, I'd love to meet new people. If you have a comment, leave your comment as well. Thanks so much. We'll talk to you guys in the next video.